Okay, so just check. First part, let fx be a function from minus 0.5 to 6.5. They've given you the domain. The following graph shows f dash x, the derivative of f. The graph of f dash has a local maximum at x is equal to 2. F dash, correct? Yeah. Local minimum at x is equal to 4. And it crosses the x-axis 5, 0, which is shown. Explain why the graph has a local minimum at x is equal to 5. The derivative is two things, because the first order derivative is 0, and what? And because the minimum and what's the sign change? Yeah. How is the sign change happening for that? So it's 5 is going from negative to positive. So negative means the slope is negative and then it's going to positive. So that's your f dash x ka sign change, and this is the fx graph. Therefore graph fx has a local minimum. Okay. Find a set of values of x where it's concave down. 2 to 4. Where is it concave down? 2 to 4. How do you know that? This is going down. Now what is the thing of concave down? And the first order derivative. Second order derivative should be negative. Yes. Right. Means that is the slope of f dash x must be negative. Yes. So when is the slope of f dash x negative? Yes, very good. So only from 2 to 4, this part. Correct? Negative means the slope of this should be negative. So this part. So from 2 to 4, very good. And will you include 2 and 4? No. No. Perfect. Fine. The diagram shows the shaded regions A, B and C. The regions enclosed by the graph of f dash, the x-axis, the y-axis. So this is the x-axis. So you must understand. So this is the x-axis, this is the y-axis, this is the region. Correct? Line by is equal to 6. So you're having 1, 2, 3 regions which are there. Yeah. Area of A is 12. So if the area of A is 12, what does it mean? What will the integral be? If the area is 12, then 0 to 2 of f dash x will be what? Equal to 12. No, minus 12. So the area would be positive, but the integral would be negative. Okay, so then I got it. That's your A. I got it. Then for B, from 2 to 5, f dash x, so this is your B, dx will be minus 6.75. This for B. Are you following that? Yeah. Because it's below, it's the integral is negative. And this one will be from 5 to 6. F dash x dx is equal to C. C is 6.75. Okay, given that f0 is equal to 14, find f6. So f0 is 14, find f6. Very simple. Yeah. Okay. So now we can say that integral from 0 to 6, correct? Yeah. F dash x dx will be from 0 to 2 f dash x dx plus the integral using the rules. You remember the rules, no? Yeah. Plus 5 to 6 f dash x dx. So this is, the integral is minus 12, minus 6.75, correct? Yeah. Plus 6.75. Both are 6.75? Yeah. So that means the integral is minus 12. This and this will cancel out. Now integral of f dash x is the integral of f dash x. What is the integral of f dash x? What is the integral of f dash x? Integral of fx. So fx 60. Yeah. Now they've given you f0. Correct. So what you need to do is when x is 6, so there are two things you have to do. So first your gx is equal to fx the whole square. So your G6 first you find out, and x is 6, it's F6 the whole square. Now what is F6? We found out F6, no? 2. So 2 square, which is 4. So G6 is equal to 4. That means my point is 6, 4. Correct? Now you find a derivative because the slope of the tangent is the derivative.
So that's 2 f of x.
So G dash x will be 2 f of x into f dash x. Chain rule. Very good. So G dash 6 will be 2 f6 into f dash 6. So 2 f6 is 2 and f dash 6 is given over here 16.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, it's given in the question. F dash 6 is given to be 16. 64. Correct? So that's the slope of the tangent. Slope of the tangent at x is equal to 6. Because that's a G dash 6. So therefore what will the equation be? Y minus y1 is equal to m into bracket 64 x minus x1. So y is equal to 64x minus 6 4s are 24, 384 plus 4. So y is equal to 64x minus 380. So similar again, consider a function f with domain from minus 3 to 3. The following diagram shows a graph of f dash x, the derivative of f. The graph of f dash has as x-intercepts at a, 0, c and d. A, 0 and d, sorry. It has a local maximum at x is equal to b.
Yeah, that's what I was just
and local minimum at x is equal to n c. Find the possible values of x where the function is decreasing. Where is the function decreasing?
So from 0 to b.
Now you think in terms of derivative. Function is decreasing, fx is decreasing. What is the condition for fx to be decreasing?
I think that derivative graph has to be below 0.
Correct. Means your f dash x should be negative.
So 0 to b.
Should be negative. Correct? Should be negative means it should be below. The f dash x is below the x axis.
So that's 3 marks.
So when is it below the from 0 to d? Okay.
That's 3 marks.
But to understand that, people don't understand that.
Okay, where the local minimum as an x will be.
Fine.
Yeah.
Find the values of x for local minimum. Now,
X
what is the condition for local minimum? There are two conditions.
Firstly, the sign.
First is the first order, there is 0. Second, your f dash x sign diagram should be what? Negative, positive.
Negative.
Correct?
Yeah,
So f dash x should be negative, positive, means it should be negative and then positive. So when is it negative and then it becomes positive?
so it's a d. X is equal to d.
Correct? And x is equal to?
D.
Yes. So x is equal to d, first is negative and then it becomes positive. Okay. Justify your answer. So you must write this. You can write your explanation in words. So here it is negative and then positive. So negative is below, then above. So basically for the graph, it's the f dash x graph is below the x axis and then above. Correct? So that happens at x is equal to d. Yeah, so that's your explanation also. Correct? Then the total area of the region enclosed by graph of f dash x and the x axis is 15. So which area are we referring to? Yeah, right. So minus a2 is that. So I'll substitute this. So this is how you get your a1. So remember that their first area is positive. This area is positive only, but the integral is negative. That's the key area. So this will be f0 minus fa minus fd plus fa. f0 this is, sorry, is equal to 50.
I
Just substitute. So that's your 2f0. Acha. Because this and this will add up to f0 minus 3 minus 1. Correct? Is equal to 15.
I got f of 0 is 8.5.
So f of 0 will be, how much is that? Minus 2 plus 2, 17. 17 divided by 2, 8.5. This way. Yeah. So what you do in this case is, so displacement is 0. So your st is equal to 0. So basically part A. So that your 8t minus t square is equal to 0. Factorize. So remove t common. 8 minus t is equal to 0. So t is equal to 0 or t is equal to 8. Means the displacement is 0 at t and therefore your p is equal to 8. These are the two values here and here. This is 0 and 8 and this gets at p. So basically p is equal to 8. Fine. Change in direction. When does the particle change direction? A particle changes direction when the velocity is 0.
Yeah.
Remember that, huh? Don't forget this.
Yeah. So
changes direction.
So
Find a derivative.
Yeah.
So velocity is your derivative of this. So 8 minus 2t is equal to 0. Correct? So t is equal to 4 basically. So t is equal to 4.
Q.
So basically this is q.
Yeah.
This is p. So therefore q is equal to 4. Okay. The next part. Find the displacement of the particle from the origin when t is equal to q.
Yeah.
From the origin when t and when t is equal to q. So how do you find the displacement? You integrate it.
Yeah. No, you have
So you have the displacement. So displacement at 4. You have the displacement equation. Yeah. Just substitute. Yeah. 32 minus 16. So that's 16. Displacement is 16 meters. Yeah, because the displacement has been given to us. Find the distance of the particle from the origin when t is equal to 10.
So you just you take your modulus set and you put a substitute 10.
So what you will do is
8 into 10 minus 10 square and modulus.
Now this is very, very important. This is very important. When you want to find the distance traveled, you use the formula is the integral of the absolute value of the velocity. This with GTC or without GTC?
Without.
Without? You're sure?
Yeah.
0 to 10. Correct? So now, what's your velocity?
Velocity is 8 minus 2t.
8 minus 2t. So absolute value of 8 minus 2t dt. Now what is the absolute value? Now say you think of 8 minus 2t. If it's without calculator, you know that your y-intercept is 8 and your slope is negative 2. So y-intercept is 8, slope is negative 2. Correct? It will be like this. Now, so your graph is like 8 minus 2x. So this is 4. Correct? To find out the x-intercept, you put y is equal to 4 and this is 10. So basically you have to find out, this is your velocity time graph. So you have to find out this area. Correct? What will that area be?
So half into 8 into 4.
Half into 8 into 4. So that's 16. So this area is 16. And you have to find out this area. This area will be half into
6.
Half into, now 10 if you take in, if you put in 10.
Half into
So y is equal to 8 minus 2 into 10. So 8 minus 20. Correct? That's how much? Minus 12. So this would be minus 12, no?
Yeah.
So the 12 into 6. Correct now?
Yeah.
See, this would be 12 because when you substitute 10 in this, you'll get 12. So this is 4 to 10. 4 to 10 is how much? 6.
Yeah.
So 6 and 12. So this is 6 and this is 12. Diagram is obviously not to scale. So 12 3 is 36. So the distance traveled will be 16 plus 36. So 6 and 6 12 52. Remember distance is always so when they say distance of A from the origin
Yeah.
The distance from A from the origin is basically a displacement.
Modulus.
You find a displacement first.
And then
So the distance from the origin is 20 meters on the left. Minus means it's on the left.
Yeah.
So you're right. So you find a displacement and the modulus is displacement.
Yeah.
So that will give you the distance at that time.
Yeah.
But if they want the distance traveled over a period of 10 meters, 10 seconds,
Yeah.
then you have to do this. This is the distance traveled over a period of 10.
Okay.
This is the distance at 10 from home.
Okay. Yeah.
A second particle B travels along the same straight line such that its velocity is given by this formula. So now if you want to sketch this graph, now it's very important. It's a straight line graph, simple as that. So for particle B, if you're drawing the velocity time graph, it's a straight line graph. What's the y-intercept? It's basically 14 minus 2x. So what is the y-intercept? What's the x-intercept? So y is equal to 0, so 7. So basically it's like this. Correct?
Yeah.
So 7, this is 14, and it's from t is greater than or equal to 0. Okay, fine. Now, when t is equal to k, the distance traveled by particle B is equal to b. Now, what is the distance traveled be? Like let this be some k. Look. Okay, so what you need to do is you have to find a distance traveled. So find a distance traveled. First, I'll find out a1. So area 1 half into base and right, half into 7 into 14. Correct? Correct. So that's 14. So the area of this is 14. Now the area of the second thing would be half into, because the integral will be the area of the triangle. Half into base will be k minus 7 into your height would be, now this is very important. The height would be your v of k, which will be 14 minus 2k. Correct? So this would be 14 minus 2k. Okay. The total area. So anyway, this will come negative basically. Yeah. So what you need to do is you need to do the negative of this. So my distance traveled will be a1 minus a2. So a1 is 14, minus means plus, half into k minus 7, 14 minus 2k. And this distance traveled is equal to 52. And then basically solve it. So 52 minus 14 is equal to half into k minus 7. If you remove 2 common, 7 minus k. This and this cancels out. So 8 and 4 is 12, 38. Correct? Is equal to, if I remove minus common, this will become k minus 7 square. Yeah? Yeah. So then this has to be with calculator then you basically have to find it. You have to solve it. Because it's, so then 38 is equal to, if you expand it, k square minus 14k plus 49. So 0 is equal to minus k square plus 14k minus 49 minus 38. Right, come. So 0 is equal to minus k square plus 14k minus 8 and 4, 16, 17, 87. And then you solve this. You can use a quadratic formula. Just use your calculator and just get the quadratic. What are the values of k you're getting? So we'll get an idea quickly. Minus 1, 14 minus 6. No real roots. So I made a mistake somewhere.